Also I got from Puneet Ashok. Actually, I tried here that what are the document you have shared. I'm not able to actually. Uh, Sorry, actually, I didn't consent with you that regarding about this issue also. And today I will submit it, Ashok.
Yeah, no issues. See, it's access for you only because if you do it, you will be able
Yeah,
to understand what exactly you can do that.
um, this
Try to
thing
complete
actually,
by.
yeah, yesterday also I missed this content. Even I logged in, someone came to my house and and I missed, and I gone through this video today actually
Yeah,
completely.
sure, that's
Yes.
fine. See, it's up to you because if you want to become a DevOps engineer and want to go further, it's up to you how you want to practice. I'm just giving the assignment. If you don't do it, it's up to you because, but still, I will ask you to go and again. It's a simple thing, and try to complete by to end of the day at least. Maybe tomorrow at least. I can ask you means I don't need answer also. Just I will ask you the same thing tomorrow in the in the command prompt, and you can just type the answers. That works for me. What about you, Ashwant? Open your console and just show me.
Yes, yes, yes. Is it visible, Ashok?
Yes, go on.
I've selected these things and I've entered 8.3 and some another new file. Do we need to select the existing security group?
You see, you can select or you can create also. That doesn't make any sense because the thing is that not to create many security groups. I'm just asked you to select the existing ones only. Because going forward, if you create more, then it will be waste. So the system will be keeping all the security groups created. It will not delete the security groups. You have to manually delete it. So that's the reason I asked you to select the existing ones.
Okay, that means I need to go for default. Click on launch.
What was the key pair you given?
Keep a training yesterday. The same
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Click on that. Okay. It got running. Go on.
It shows like this, Ashok.
It
That's it.
shows like that. Okay, close it.
And sometimes it shows inactive.
Close it. Just refresh that instance once. Okay, copy the public IPv4 address again. You have given the key pair in there, right?
Ah, yes, Ashok.
Just go down. In the instance, just go down.
Here, Ashok.
No, no, in the instance only. In the console, go down. Go down. A little up.
Ashok, one small doubt here.
Fine.
Key pair is for any thing is same when we have created some key pair, no? Is anything same or
So when you're
different
creating the instance, if you have given this same key pair, you will be using that same one. If you create
for
a new one,
default?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
for everyone. Means if you are created this one before and you are using the same one, it will be the same one if you want to log into the instance. If you created a new one, that will be downloaded. So you have to use that one.
But he has used that default one, no?
No, that security group. He has used the security group. See, when you have going forward, you will be able to understand what is VPC security groups. Where when
Mm.
the Amazon means when the account has been created for the Amazon Tokyo means the regional, there will be a particular
Mhm.
VPC. For that VPC, the default security group will be given. So he has used this default security group. So he can use
Yeah,
it.
but he downloaded which he has created that one, no?
See, that doesn't make any problem. See, the
Any problem?
instances will
Okay.
be created for the key pair. It will be for the
Okay.
key pair, not for the security group. It will be for the key pair for this instance, for this particular public IPv4 address. For this instance,
Okay.
that key pair has been created to log in into the system. Whatever the security credentials that goes into the backend. So you don't have to worry about that. Just the key pair is to log in into the system. not to see if he doesn't have the key pair and anyone just directly just create an instance and just log in. That will be done many people, right? So they just want to make the system secure, so that's the reason they give the key pair, a public
Okay.
authentication key or private key file.
Oh, got it, got it.
Yeah, Puneet, go to the putty. SSH, click on SSH authentication. Just click on authentication, not on the. Just click on authentication.
Okay.
Okay, bypass UK. Okay, click on credentials now. Okay, browse. Open the training.
So it's like this, Ashok.
I think it's not accepting that. Go to the security group once. Accepting this one. I think you may have to restart the system once. Go to security groups.
Yes, Ashok.
Yeah, click on that security groups default. Data allowing the access or not. Just go down. Inbound rules. Go okay. Go to further. Edit inbound rules. Just click on edit inbound rules.
Down. Yeah.
Add a rule. No, add a rule. Custom TCP. Okay. Go to here in the source custom.
Source.
The third one. Down. In the
Down,
same
down. Same line.
in the same line, fourth column.
First.
Okay.
Uh, click on anywhere IPv4. Okay, save the rules. Okay, now try to log in again. I think there is something problem with your instance. When is the last time you restarted your system?
Now, Ashok. Before
Just
getting
now.
this.
It should not happen because sometimes these things happens when the putty kind of means your system is not accepting the other instance to work it on it. These things happens. Okay, do one thing. Terminate this instance.
Yes.
Stop it and terminate it. It will terminate. Create a launch instance. Mention some name. Create a new key pair. Something DevOps, something just for time bring. Okay, save that file. Okay, go down and select the existing group to launch wizard one or something, or maybe create a security group, new security group. Okay.
Here, number of instances, 1.
No, just one only. Don't change that. Okay, launch instance. Okay, go there. Okay, enter the new SSH.
Oh, it has come, Ashok.
Yeah, see, sometimes the AWS means the key may not be the correct key, means when we have saved it, or maybe it has not been working perfectly. So create a new ones and try to create a new, take it into consideration. Okay.
Okay, sure. One more thing,
Okay.
Ashok. I've done few things here. I'll show you. For the last question, like number of iPad users.
I told you to use the Excel to just to cross check your answers.
I've done this
To
thing, like,
to
but
cross,
then it was not working.
yeah, yeah, as I said, to cross check your answers. I
Okay.
asked you to write your commands, print that command, and see whether the Excel answer is the same thing as in your print what you are doing it,
Okay.
so that you will be able to understand. Means exactly it's how it is coming and everything.
Okay, sure.
Try it, try it. Maybe try take the whole day today also and try to give the
Okay.
answers tomorrow. So what about
Definitely.
you, Punit? If you are having any issue, let's solve
Yes,
it.
I do have an issue. The server is refusing my key.
Yeah, because you
Keyboard.
don't have
I
the
just
keypad perfectly, so that's the reason. Okay, open it.
no. I create. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
This is the like instance I've created.
I think it is lagging. You are not showing the instance details. It's only the screen, Skype screen.
Is it visible?
It is visible, but
Is it
it's a
visible,
size.
Ashok?
Yeah, now it's visible. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, do one thing first. You have that in the key pair with you first of all?
Yes, Ashok.
What
Yes,
is
I
the key pair you have given? Just show me. No, no, go down.
okay.
In the instance, show me the key pair what you have given. Okay, go a little. DevOps new
Here,
pair.
here.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is the recent one I've created.
okay, that's fine. Okay, just log, open it the putty and try.
Okay. Hey, sorry. I'm so sorry. I just opened it.
Okay. User.
Okay.
Not you to user.
Okay, Ashok.
Again, rule tap on it and create a active. No, don't close it. Click on the right side on the putty inactive. Just click on right side on top of it. On top of putty, click right side. Restart the session.
New session. Okay.
Okay, now give EC2 user -user.
Yeah, got it, Ashok. Okay, that was the mistake I was doing. Sorry.
Okay.
I thought like I shouldn't repeat the same, and I have like if you want, I can show the assignment thing which I've done.
No, don't, because the other two have not yet done. So I don't want every answers right, because I want everyone to try. So tomorrow I will again connect with you. So tomorrow I need by means
Okay.
before 9:30, tell me your answers. If not, we will able to solve it on it. But I need you to do it. I need the commands, whatever you have tried, and need the answers also.
Sure,
But
sure, sure.
as I said, to verify your answers, do it in the Excel, and to make sure means it is the same thing what you have got in the command. Okay. Uh,
Sure.
anyone doesn't have any problem right now? Everything is working fine for you, all the three.
Ashok, I have a small doubt here
Yes,
that
It's nice. Tell me.
Echo, yesterday you have used Echo, no, for deleting some number, digit or whatever it is that.
Yes.
Actually, today I gone through your complete video here that there will be a, you have entered the some text here that this is a DevOps course,
Yes.
pipe symbol tr minus t, uh, double colon is, right?
Yes.
So here I found that there will be s also missing in the result. I observed that there will be s also missing in the course also si is missing.
Yes, because we have deleted it, right? Because when
Uh,
we are removing it, we have used what was it? I think some command we have used. What was it? TR, I think. Right?
yeah, tr, yeah,
Yeah,
tr
TR. Because
minus d.
yes, because when we are using it, we actually deleted some values. Means we want to only use because we don't want these values from it. We don't want this particular value from it, so we have not taken that value and we have printed that line. Because if I
Yeah,
don't want I have not used the I. If I don't want is, I have not used the yeah, s
yeah.
value.
In the is also you enter that is actually.
Yes.
So this in the this is deleted.
Yes, because
This is a
because we have actually asked to delete exactly that particular alphabets. Means suppose alphabet
oh,
I have wanted to delete particularly S. So I have mentioned tr minus the S, so that whatever in that line, whatever S is there, it will be deleting that line S as alphabet in that particular line. Suppose I don't want is, so I have mentioned minus the is, so it has deleted is from the this and again is from the particular line. So it has printed th a course on DevOps. So particular line, if I have printed s, it would be thi again space I a courendop. Last s again would have been deleted like that.
yeah. Can I share my screen, Ashok, once?
Sure.
This is the video I gone through here that today. Yesterday I missed this. Even I log in here that I missed some contents actually. Here this is the thing, no, is
Yes. Yes.
uh, so in the result, this is the text you have entered. This is the DevOps course.
Yes. It has removed along
So
with the I. It also removed the S also.
oh, both things. Okay.
Yes, because we have provided both the alphabet, right? Because it doesn't have single value. It takes each one as a character and it considers it. Means I, yes, if you can give A also, it will also remove the A. Consider that again I, yes, you can give also O. So it will remove the O one also.
Oh, oh, also okay. Got it, Ashok. Okay, thank you.
Okay, any more doubts? See,
No, sure. Carry
yeah.
on with the new topic today.
Okay, today we are going to discuss about the scripting. So see, scripting is the basic means this is the one which we actually going forward we will be doing it means whatever we are going to write the commands and everything whatever we have done we will be writing this in a scripting file means in a script where we will be executing this continuously. So what I'm exactly talking is let me share my screen. Let me know once you're able to see it.
Yes, sure.
See, we will be talking about scripting, shell scripting. This is the ones you will be hearing in your life if you become a DevOps engineer. Shell scripting, bash scripting, because these will be the ones which you, if when you want to do the task, repeated task continuously, and if you want to check the monitor of the system, you want to monitor the system, or maybe the health percentage of the system. For all these things, you will be writing a small scripts. That script is called shell script, which will end with a file extension .sh. So these will be the ones which for repeated tasks and everything we will be using it. Whatever we are using, mkdir, pwd, ls, these will be the same commands which will be using that in that particular file. We will be writing the same commands and we will be executing it with the .sh. That's it. That's the same thing. This today we are going to talk about the scripting. So this will be the ones going forward. We'll be having a lot of files where we will be seeing every file will be ending with a .sh file. If you are creating a shell with a .sh, means consider that it's a shell scripting file. So first, before saying, as we know that shell is a command line interface where we are whatever we are doing here. This is actually a shell because whatever we are doing, the Linux has default the shell, because whatever we are doing it like now the pw present working directory mkdir, whatever we are doing. So this is the one which we are getting the shell. This is a command line interface. Whatever we are doing, whatever we are providing to the system in a human readable form, it will be converting to the computer to its own bits and binary, and accepting it. Okay, this is the ones, this is the user wanted from him, so this is the one it has been created. So these will be the ones what it is called as shell. So it's the same thing where it has been mentioned in this ppt also. And there are three different types of shells. One is bash, born again shell. One is csh, one is that one is command shell. Another one is ksh, corn shell. So these are all the same things which we do the same thing, but there are different types of shells. So I think it has been also the same. Shell is a command line interface and interpreter. It provides user with an interface to write commands, and then it converts the commands so that the OS operating system can understand. So the same thing which we are done right now. A terminal is providing Linux to type human readable commands. Okay, this is the terminal which we are doing right now. There are different types of shell: bash, csh, and ksh. So we will be using more on the bash, born again shell. See, bash is also same as shell scripting only, because the thing is that where whatever we are writing it and executing here, that will be the same thing which we'll be doing, just we will be using a bash in front of it. That's it. So that I will explain going forward how we are going to use it, how exactly it works out, how we are going to use it. So see, it's the most used and default shell present in Linux. So right now, see, if you are in Windows, we have command prompt, right? If you see, this is the command prompt. For Windows, you have to open the command prompt and you have to do something. Suppose if ipconfig, this is one of a shell, because in the command prompt for to understand to the Windows system, we have to use the command prompt. For Linux and Mac OS, this will be the bash will come automatically once you log in, because this is a Linux system. You can directly here use these values directly, because this way for this it will be if config. Sorry. For Linux, it will be if config. So this is the way directly we are pinging it. But here we are in Windows, we are directly logging into, when you are logging Windows, we are using command prompt and we are trying. But for Linux, directly you are typing here itself, directly you are doing it. So this is the way where it works out. This is the way the Linux has its own default shells. And here it also mentioned the same default shell present. So same thing again, as I mentioned, it is a program where you will be writing a bunch of commands, whatever we are using, mkdir, ls, pwd, whatever we are using, we will be using the same thing, that bunch of command in a file, and we will be ending it .sh, and we will be running that file so that it will execute the same command whichever we want. Any doubts up to now? Means you, if you have any questions, means are you following me or not?
Ashok, like we have three types of shells. Is it like which shell do we use in DevOps for shell scripting?
Yeah, we are using bash, right? As I said, bash we will be using more.
Okay.
See, the Linux is directly is here. So if you are ending any file with .sh and you are executing it, it will run it. Suppose let me give you a simple example. I will create two files. Okay, vim script.sh. Okay, I'm just creating the file. Now suppose I'm going to print echo insert I. Now the basic program hello world. Okay, and echo. This is a program. Okay, now escape shift WQ. I'm saved it. Now first to run this, because basically the regular user will not have all the full access to run a script, to run the SSH file. So for that we have to mod this file name. But if you are writing in a normal scripting language, means in the shell scripting directly, command shell scripting. So we have to change the modification. You have to just try this one. See, it got printed. Now again, I am just using another editor, means it is called nano editor, where if you want, you just go on Google and do it nano, and I'm writing a new one. H.sh. So for this, it will provide you all the with a good feature, same thing. For this, you have to press Control O. It will ask whether you want to save the file or not, and you want to keep the file name as same. Yes, we want to. Enter. Control X. It will execute. Exit from the file. You just have to use bash files.sh. If I do ls, see, if you have created the file through the shell scripting normal with the command, it will be like this. If you have created like with the nano, it will be files.sh. It's the only difference. It's the same thing. End of the day, if you want to execute a file which with the shell scripting, it should end with .sh. See, it's the same thing, right? Here I have executed like this. Here I'm just using the bash and I did this. So we will be using both. It's up to us, because based on the convenience, we can use a nano for the editor because it shows very clearly what needs to be right. But if you are using directly the command prompt, means the Linux shell, so where we have to use a vim. So, but to print both the files, it will be the same thing. See, it's the basic difference.
It is printing some echo.
Yes, tell me.
Ashok, it's printing cat.script.sh.
Yeah, because we are using the cat, right? To print, to see directly the file content from the outside, not to go into the file and see what exactly is there. Okay.
What is the difference between shell scripting and like whatever we does the same thing, right? Like in
As I
addition,
said, see, if you see whatever you have writing this command, change directory and everything, means suppose if you want to execute a bunch of commands. Suppose you want to use ls, you want to use pwd, you want to use cd, you want to use make directory, you want to use tr, you want to use kill, you want to use no hub, you want to use test, you want to use stop, you want to use everything, all the commands. For each and every command, you have to do it manually, and you have to do it daily. So you do want to do it daily, executing the same commands manually every day. No, right? So what we do is that we will just write a script with the same name, something script.sh or something else. We will create a script and we will write all these commands in that particular script. Whatever the commands we need to execute, we will write it and just we will run it every day. You don't have to you just have to write the script. You just have to run the script. That's it. It will start working on it. It will just execute the commands. Whatever you are doing manually, it will be doing it for you, which you are automating the process. The scripting language is mainly used for the automating automating the process, checking the health of your system, monitoring the process, monitoring the logs. This is the process which we usually do it to automate the process and everything. That was the reason we use the shell scripting. Any questions?
One more thing, Ashok.
Yes.
Like yesterday, whatever you shown us, right? Like for me, that was
Yes.
the first time I was using the Linux. The
Yes.
commands which I was using, that was the first time.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a bit confused in that command things.
See, as I said, whatever you are creating here, whatever you are doing it here, these same commands will be used in a different file with a file that ends with .sh.
Okay, I got this thing. Like whatever you gave the assignment, right? I've tried that, like through online terminal also.
Okay.
But then I couldn't able to get the correct proper information.
Means what proper information? What
Like
exactly?
like what answer?
Answer. See, you try from your side. Means I said you right. Use try to use AWK. I didn't teach. This was the reason I didn't taught you the AWK, because I want you to learn from yourself how can you can use it. Means I'm just giving one today also.
I
Try that.
tried that. Mm.
Try that. Tomorrow I will explain you and I will show you what
Okay.
exactly I mean. How exactly we can do it. See, it's just a simple one line command.
Okay.
Just a one line command. With one line command I will be able to print that unique IP IDs, and I can print the answer also. Just one line command for every question is just a one line command. It's just a
Okay.
one line command, that's it. But for that you need to understand how exactly you will be able to frame that command to run that, to get that answer.
Okay. Sure.
So try that. See, this is the way you will be able to learn yourself. See,
Mm.
once if you start a job as a DevOps engineer, no one will help you to write this commands. Frankly speaking, because they consider that for a DevOps engineer, they know that he knows that bash scripting, I mean the shell scripting. He knows. They consider that this guy knows these commands, because Linux is the basic things where the DevOps people use it. So we should have that knowledge, basic knowledge at least. See, these are all the normal commands, but still you need to have that basic commands. See what exactly each command does, that how exactly we are going to use it. If you don't know, we have Google.
Done.
If it is a very complex things, people may help you, but they will not give sit with you and type you a Linux command and ask you to, okay, this is the command, just run this command every day. They will not tell you these things. They'll ask you, they'll give a script, start writing the script and start executing it. So this is the way the IT works going forward. Means for you also, if you go inside, this is the way it works. So you should be ready to take it. So that's the reason I have given you, just see, just a simple one line command. It's a just simple one line command where you need to just take that logs txt and you have to use it, and you have to understand. Suppose I think, where is it? So if you see it, you need to consider. So it will be in which index it is there: 0, 1, 2. So means you have to consider at what point this IP is coming: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is coming on the fourth index. So you have to consider, okay, if I have to get this IP, I have to print these IPs in the fourth index. So like that way, you have to consider 0, 1, 2, this will be the 3, this will be 4. So the person name Abhinav will be on the fourth one. So you have to consider with the name Abhinav, how many unique IPs are there. So with the name Abhinav, so you have to use $4 equals to Abhinav, so that it will take the structure into it and it will start printing for the Abhinav what are the IPs are there. So for index 4 value equals to Abhinav, we want to print the IP of his value, this one. That way it will print the unique IPs which have been used by Abhinav. It's a simple thing. So that way
I'll try it out, question definitely.
you need to try. You need to understand. Just understand the concept, how you want to
Done.
use it. Like this files, you will be getting many more files when you start working on it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, Linux is the basic, because this is the reason I'm actually going very slow with the Linux only, because till now we are already on the second week, but still I'm in the Linux only, because if you understand the basic concepts perfectly, going forward, that will be very easy for you. Just the other things will mainly work on this command only. We'll be working on this command prompt only, here only, in this scripts only, here. This is the way we will be working. We'll be writing the Docker files here. We'll be writing the Kubernetes pod. We'll be running on it. Here only we'll be doing everything. So we should know the basic. This should be our best. So we should be very good at it. It will take some time, but you have to practice. See, listening my class is not the only thing. You have to practice by yourself also. You have to do. That was the reason I actually created your Amazon account, so that you can start working on it, so that you can use it and you can do all the type of commands, whatever you want. See, as I said, it's a just free of cost. Just create whatever you want to do it, create it, do it, test it, practice it, stop it, terminate it. That's it. Not even 1 rupee has been going through from your pocket when you're using this terminal. Practice is the main thing you want to follow in this thing. There will be many YouTube videos on the Linux. More than mine, there will be many more videos. So if you just go on YouTube and you can get Linux, there will be a lot of people teaching that same thing. You can go through their videos also. Just start working on it. Maybe they'll be teaching more. They will be teaching more on the Linux about the shell scripting. What I'm telling, there will be a lot of things on the shell. So they will be also teaching. Just take that. Just try working on it. Take the different concepts. Just run it. Just create them. See, that how much you practice, that much you will be able to learn, and that much you will be able to get the job as soon as possible. I will be helping from my side as much as possible, or how much guidance you want, I will be giving it. But still, end of the day, you will be the person who will be working with the project, not me. So you will be the one anywhere, not in DevOps, in any IT company, you will be the person for working for the client, not for me, because he will not be giving the task to me. He'll be giving to it to you. You need to understand the concept. At least if you are not able to do it, then we come into the picture and we will help you. But that doesn't mean that in the first place only you just keep like that and no, I can't do it. There is other guy, he will be able to help you. No, you need to, because going forward, you will be the person who will be taking care of this. How much you have that knowledge, that much you will be getting that pay, that much they will be giving it to you, and that much growth you will be going through DevOps. You got it?
Yes, sure.
Yes,
But I
Ashok.
think this is Linux is the basic. You just get the concepts of basics of this Linux. You are good to go anywhere.
Yes, Ashok.
Already the class has not started because we'll go on this. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, this is the born again shell bash. So everything whatever ending with .sh is called a shell scripting. So that's the script. So we will be executing and everything. So what are the features of shell scripts? So the shell keywords like mkdir, shell keywords. Like suppose these are the keywords which execute some code. Suppose we use if in the system, if comes in the code at anywhere, if comes, it consider that there is an if condition. So that, and if we use exit, so that means it needs to be executed from the code. Means when you are using this kind of keywords in the code, if means there is a if block condition, means until and if condition is gone, and there is a else, means after if there is a else. So okay, this is the way. If is there, so it's something needs to be done there. If exit is there, means exit means it has to exit from the code. These are kind of shell keywords. These are shell keywords which we are going to use when we start using the scripting language. Means when we start using the programming inside it. If you want to write, suppose if you consider that if the system percentage, means if the CPU percentage goes above 90, provide me a mail, else make it run it as smooth as possible. It's just a condition. So if is there, it is a condition where you are mentioning it. Okay, this is the way. If it is there, means if the system is going above this percentage, send me a mail. Exit means, suppose if you are using it, if you have done your work, exit from the code. I have want to complete this task. After once it has done, exit. Directly it will exit from it. That is called shell keywords. Commands are the same built-in command file, like we are using mkdir, pwd, ls, cd. These are all the same commands, shell commands, which will be using the same thing, which have a specific purpose. The same thing, like mkdir creates a directory, cd change the directory, ls list the what are the files we are doing, pwd the present working directory. These are the shell commands which will be using the same thing. Functions are the thing where if is a block of code which basically has a group of commands. As I mentioned, in a block of code, whatever you want to do, we will be writing in that code, and the commands will be present. So it can be used at any places in the entire script. Means if you are using in the top, we can use it. You can use in the middle. You can use at the end. You can use it at anywhere. That is called function. Control flow is the one where suppose if you want to understand the flow of the control, means a particular portion of the program is running upon, as I mentioned, to the if condition. If else, for loop means it runs according to that flow. Means if it is there, do it. Else, do this. For loop means for if this is the condition, means if I am going to use this value, so then go inside. If not, just go out of it. This is a control flow, how the portion of the program runs according to a certain condition. If, else, for, switch. So these are basic features of shell script. Means it's a basic of all programming languages, frankly speaking. So in JPO, if you consider, they will be also having the same functions. They will be also having the same control flow. The only thing is that the commands which you are using here will not be able to use in the JPO or in the Java. Any questions?
No, Ashok, please continue.
No, please continue.
Okay, advantages, as I mentioned, to avoid the repetitive work and automation, and once means backups can be done using the shell scripts, and you can monitor the system, whatever how the system is going on, how much percentage it is being there, like that. And one more thing is also there. What is that? New functionality, means to the existing shell functionalities you can add. Means the same thing can be done again if you want to log into the system and you want to have multiple times writing the same commands. So you just add some more commands into that new script, so that it will take care of it every time when you are doing this same thing. So it's the same thing for system monitoring. Okay, just a minute. For system monitoring and for new functionalities, whatever you want to, mean suppose you are doing the system monitoring continuously, and suddenly you feel that okay, now I need to get a mail from this same system monitoring. So you will add a new functionality in the shell, and you say that okay, now once it is done, just provide me a mail, a notification to me that this is the everything. So to reduce the manual efforts, to whatever want to do, don't want to do it every time manually. So this is the reason we use the shell scripts. And like as I said, these are the advantages, but there are disadvantages of using shell scripts. What is that? A single mistake, whatever, if your program is doing, means suppose if you're writing the code and in between you did a single mistake, the total flow will be gone. Because in a single line, if you are using cd, in the place of cd you have kept a capital C and small d. So that way the total flow got modified. Means if it's totally changed in condition, if is we normally use if, small if, but if you use capital if, it will not work. So the total flow will not go according to it. because we have to be very careful when we are writing the scripts. These are prone to costly errors, because if you're running it in a production environments and suddenly the scripts are not working, you will not be able to understand what exactly happening, means what is the system going on, what you will not be able to, because you have to sit and again you have to see the script, whole script, line by line, where exactly the issue is. These are very costly risks. And one more thing is that if it is a very large and complex task, we will not be using shell scripting for that, because these scripts will be very easy for the small tasks and very medium tasks. But if it is a very complex task, we will not be using the shell scripting, because that makes life a hell, because the Linux commands which we will be writing in the single script, there will be a lot of tasks, continuous lines we will be running. So it will somewhere you will be missing that line. So that's the reason we will not prefer to write for complex tasks. And the execution of the speed of the shell script is a little slow compared to other programming environments. It's little slow. Okay. Any questions? If you are not, then we will start writing a script. Just now we already wrote, but still I'm going to write it again.
In shell scripting, will we not be able to compile what we have written, Ashok?
No, it will not. That's the biggest problem.
Okay.
We will be directly running it. Like Java, if you have written the code, and after that you will be compiling and you will be able to see what is the issue. But here you will not be able to. You will directly running it, and after that you will be finding it. Okay, somewhere it is not. Means suppose in this flow, in this line, suppose you have put for every time you will not be able to put echo. Suppose you are start running it, and in the middle somewhere it got gone. So you will not be able to understand. So it's not like you will be compiling and doing it. No, the shell doesn't have the compilation. It will be directly running it. You will be directly running it. Okay.
Yes, Ashok.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Now let me create a. I'll be using. See, as I mentioned, you can use Nano. You can use Vim also. It's up to you. I'm just using it because it's up to you how you are convenient and how you can do that. For the scripts, whatever you written right here, you have to modify it every time. So that was the reason I'm just using Nano. So I'm just going to use my files.sh. Okay. And I'm just going to print echo hello world. Okay. And after that, I just want to print the current working directory. I'm just providing pwd, and I want to execute from here. Exit.
Oh, one more thing, Ashok, here
Yes.
is in Python, they will be using print directly. Here, echo is nothing but the print.
Yes, we are just printing it to see the, like in Java, you are using system.out.println.
Yes.
Yeah, here we will be using echo.
Okay.
So control, as I mentioning, for Nano, you have to use Control O. It will ask you to whether you want to have the same file, means name of the file, the same as not. And if you say yes, it will save the file with that same name. And Control X is to exit from the Nano editor. And just you have to mention bash my files.sh. See, I've just printed echo hello world. This is a DevOps course, current directory, and I've mentioned pwd. See, I just mentioned pwd. It is considering it. Got it? Any questions?
Ashok, is it a shell script which you wrote right now, or like?
Yes, it's a shell script only. See, whatever I'm writing is a shell script only. As I mentioned, .sh, whatever ends with the .sh is a shell script.
Because like I don't know whether I'm right or wrong, but we just displayed what we just entered in myfiles.sh, right?
Yes, this is cat, right? Cat will display whatever been written in the files. Means cat's main point is that it will display whatever been present in the file. Means whether it will be a .sh file, .txt file, PDF file, whatever it may be, it will display whatever been the content in the file. The cat command does that. .sh is a shell script. It's a whatever ends with .sh is a shell script.
Okay, okay. Actually, for few seconds I had lost the connection, so I couldn't. It is the second time you're executing. Okay, first time it has been executed. I got to know it,
See,
right?
here I have executed bash my files .sh. This is the one where I'm executing it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Ashok, sorry. I actually lost the connection for few seconds.
Suppose
Okay.
I don't want to have this output in my command prompt directly. Means in my this one. I'm
So
just gonna.
bash files you have written.
Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. I want to print it in some other way, so I just print it into an output. So now if you see ls, see if you have entered ls, there is only one file, myfiles.sh. If you click ls, and I want to see what is there in the output. See, the same thing which you are directly printing on the when you are executing the file bash myfiles.sh. I have just provided it to an output file, and I'm printing that it has been saved in the output, and I'm just seeing that what is exactly has been printed in the output.
Ashok, here output is not a shell script. No, there is no
No, no,
extension of sh.
no. See, if it is ends with .sh, consider that that is a shell script. This is the basic thing you need to understand. If it is .sh, consider that that is a scripting file. .sh is a scripting file. Means this if it is ending is consider that it is a shell scripting file.
Yeah,
Ashok,
output you didn't mention here sh, no,
No,
not
I have
sh.
not mentioned anything, so I'm just taking output as that's it. So it can take
So
anything.
Ashok, the greater than symbol which you have used after myfiles.sh,
Yes.
that symbol would automatically create a file without we need to actually create anything, right?
Yes, it will not. It will not. You don't have to because automatically it will create this. Means if the system understand that this file is not there, so the human wants to create this file from in the system and wants to execute whatever has been entered in this output file output to this file. So it automatically considers and it will takes it here. I think I have explained this in the Linux basic commands.
yeah,
I
greater
think on
than
that. I
that.
But
think you are
then
not.
there we have entered .txt, Ashok.
Yeah, that's see, you can enter it. I can do that also. It's
Mm.
not like that. You have to provide that value only. Mean that I have just provided output because it takes the file name as output. Whatever you do it.
Okay. Without .txt also.
Yes, it will take it.
Okay.
See, it will create it. It doesn't mean that you have to mention .txt, .pdf, .ppt. It is that output. I'm just giving this output as a file. That's it. It is a file in Linux. No.
Okay, Ashok.
Okay.
One more thing, Ashok. Like
Yes.
whatever we have entered cat, bash. After that we have given the space. Is that mandatory or like we can
Yes, it is
continue?
mandatory. See, how you will going to understand? This is a command, right? This
Hmm.
is a command. So if you are not giving space, it will suppose if I do cat output, what it will throw an error because there is no command of cat output.
Okay.
Obviously, it will not understand. The system will not be able to understand. If suppose ls output, if I'm just printing like this, the system will not be able to understand what you are trying to say to me. Suppose if I say ls, the system will understand, okay, you want to list the whatever the files has been present in this directory. So these are all the basic commands. These commands is the ones where the system understands. So this was the reason yesterday we have given you a total class about the mkdir, ls. basic Linux before also df, du. These are all the basic inbuilt commands. The Linux understand these commands. Any doubt?
It's just like creating a backup things in SQL.
Sorry?
This you use that bash myfile.sh, this greater symbol output, just like you are copying whatever the things are there in myfile.sh into output now. That is
No. See, this nano is a editor. Means this one, like we have used to create a files, we use Vim, right? We used Vim. When we are creating a files, we used Vim. Have you guys gone through this document at all?
yeah.
Yes, sure.
Here I have explained all the commands, what exactly it does. Means like the touch is there, right?
Yes, Ashok.
So the way where we are running it means like the Vim, the nano is there. Like the Vim nano is there means just a nano editor. It's the same thing what the Vim does, means it just creates a new file. Just a minute. Yes, sorry about that. So the thing is that it will be creating a new file. Means if I am creating Vim script.sh, it will create a new file. It will show. It will give me an editor to write whatever I want. I will just write echo. This is a file. Escape colon shift wq. This is a file. Now if you see ls, there is a script.sh file too. Now if I use nano and I want to use let's mention some name file.sh. This is also an editor which is giving me the same thing to create a file. It is giving me editor to write whatever I want to do it. Control O, save, Control X, execute. Now ls. It's the same thing. They see there is a file.sh, there is script. It is the same thing, does the both thing. But if you want to execute something, bash, I can use bash script.sh. Oh, sorry. Bash will be used for the file.sh because we have used a nano editor for to execute that one. We need bash only. But if you want to execute the scripts.sh, because the shell using the Vim, for that first we have to modify the command, because only the root user will have to execute the .sh files when we use the Vim. So it will be script.sh and then just write script.sh. I think I have missed something there. Look. Oh, sorry, that's my bad. Have not given correctly. So if I use bash script.sh, see, I can edit anything. Means the only thing is that if I create it from the Vim or from the Nano, if I want to execute, this is the way I can execute. Any doubts up to now?
No, sure.
No, sure.
Please continue.
So you can use any editor you want. You can use Vim or Nano editor, but you can, if you want to execute, you can use bash, or you can directly use the modify the command, and you can use directly dot like this. See, I can directly execute dot file dot sh, but it will not be able to execute because I have not given the full permissions to that file. Suppose if I modify the file and if I provide 700, why I'm giving 700? I want to know how many people has exactly read the Linux fundamentals. Now see why I'm giving the 700. If you have listened to the Linux fundamentals class, I think you would be able to answer this.
It's for changing the mode, Ashok.
Yes, I'm changing. Why I'm giving 700? Why the value 700 is coming? If I'm giving 700 means that there is something, right? Why I'm giving 700?
It
How
is
many
root user access.
Sorry?
Only user can be changing that.
Okay, why 700 means why exactly the value 700? That I want to know. How many people remember the read, write, execute values?
Yeah.
Tell me what is the difference between to the script.sh file and to the file.sh file? To this one, to this one. Tell me why.
Uh, Here, we don't, only the user will have the access for in script file. Only the user will have the access for read, write, and executing. The group and the other users will not have the access. Ashok, in file,
Okay.
all the three people will have. I mean, the user, the group, and other user will have the access for read and read. The group and the user will have the access for write. Else, like the others will not have the access for both reading and executing.
Okay, then why? So I'm able to execute the script.sh and I'm not able to execute the file.sh. Why?
It's not executable. There is no X in the file.sh, Ashok.
That's right, Punit. Because here, if I'm not giving the execute value, I will not be able to execute this script. The same way, this is the reason I am here. I have not given the execute option to me. So that's the reason I'm not able to execute the file. This is the reason the root user is denying me the permission to execute this file. I will not be able to execute any files because these are all files which you now doesn't have execute. But with the bash, I can execute because bash is will be run by the root user dot directly. So that's the reason we use bash. But if you want to execute directly, if you don't want to use bash, you want to directly write with the root user, the user executing the root access, the executing the file. For that, he need the execute access. So that's the reason we are changing the file. Seven is that 4 plus 2 plus 1. Read, write, and execute. I have explained you about the read and write access, right? Guys,
Yes, sir.
do
Yes,
you
Ashok.
remember?
Yes, Ashok.
Come on, this is the basic. See, if you are not able to understand the read permissions, this will be very problematic for you only because this is the basic. If suppose someone asks about the ch mode 400, what is 400, what exactly the 4 works, so you need to have this knowledge.
Actually, remembered it now, Ashok. We have that 01101. It is a short
Yes,
form. 700 is a short form of that.
yes, this is the
Rather than
series.
we every time changing the mode.
Guys, understand, because this is important. If you are not going through the basics, this will be problematic, because the ch mode needs to be understand. Read, write, execute value should be known, because here if you see 4 is read, 1 is execute, 2 is write. So this is the way it needs to understand, because if I'm giving all the access, so then only I will be able to work on it. Otherwise I will not be able to do anything. Go through it, go through it, go through the basics again.
Yes, Ashok.
How much practice you do it, that much you will be able to learn, and that much you will be able to work it out. See, now I have printed it. So we have gone through our first scripting language, frankly speaking. So suppose now if I want to open a terminal and create my first shell script which prints and lists all the files directly, how we are going to do it? I want to create my first shell script which prints my name and want to list all the files and directories. What should be the commands? You are going to tell me. I'm not going to do it. You are going to tell me. So I'm going to create a file, nano first .sh. Tell me what should be the commands.
Echo.
Echo for
Okay.
printing the name.
Sorry.
Echo for printing the name, Ashok.
Yeah. Here is it. Let me close this. Create your first shell script which prints your name and lists out all the files and directories.
Okay.
Yeah. Echo.
And ls for listing.
No. Echo.
First
What should be the name?
name should be the first shell script.
Okay. First shell script. That's fine. Okay.
Then echo, open the semicolon. Sorry. Echo.
For all the files.
Okay.
First name and list of all directories.
Okay. Name. So along with it, I should mention the list of directories.
Ch mode. DevOps and directory
What is
ls.
the
Current
okay?
is
Current.
echo current directory.
Oh, see, the question was that print the list out all files and directories. So what should be the command
It's
for the list of
ls
all files and directories?
ls minus l for all listing all the files in the
And before
log
that, we
format.
need to give one statement. Print of list of all.
Okay, you want to mention echo also for that. Okay, that's fine.
Current directories. Current files. That's in the next line. ls
Okay.
management.
Anything.
Ashok, once again, please show us this question, Ashok. Terminal and create the first shell script and which prints your name, all the files and directories. Yes. Then we can go to exit Ashok here.
Okay. So how should we exit?
Echo.
No, means the exit. How to exit the file? How to save and
Control
exit
O.
the file?
Control O.
Control. Okay.
Just save it before hitting. Control O and Control X after that.
Control O,
You
yes.
have to enter also. Control O, enter.
Enter.
Okay.
Okay, now come on.
And Control S. Then bash files dot is bash
Bash.
dot first dot sh.
Enter. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did it. So this was the answer where we.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the answer for you. Echo your name. Below is the list of all files, means you can do echo and ls. But we actually meant ls minus l because we want to see the who is having the working directory, who is having the permissions. Any questions?
Ashok, here another flag like minus a will also list all the files, right?
Yes, it will. Ls will list all the files, obviously. But if you are using ls minus l, it will show the who are having the permissions and everything. If you are using ls minus a, it will be showing what are the files which have been present, like this dot dot. This will be also been shown, hidden files and everything.
The dot dot represents to hidden files. Ashok.
Yes,
Okay. How
inside the
can
files.
we open
We
that?
can't go there. that can be done by only the root users. You can't go because these are files which will using file by the Linux inside it when we are executing it, whatever we are doing. So that files. Okay, any questions? Come on, guys. We still have 12 minutes, and I think I have to go a lot because I plan to go a lot, but I'm not had gone to the scripting also. Come on, fast. If you don't have questions, I have questions. Let's go. Okay, what is a shell script?
It is a file containing series of commands.
Oh, that's right. Okay, where do you type the commands in on Linux OS?
Kernel.
Terminal.
Well, that's right. Which of the following words can be classified as a control flow keyword? Control flow.
If else.
If this is control, if this is correct, then go further. If it is not, if it
Else.
doesn't.
If else,
If
if
else.
else.
Okay, which of the following is false?
Third one, Ashok. Shell script are not suited for the large task.
False, false, false.
Shell scripts are not prone to costly errors.
Yes, that's right. Okay, okay. See, if I go here, I will not be able to complete it. See, variables play a very important role in scripting, but I will just give you a basic examples. Suppose, whatever you want to store, you will store it in a name of variable. Like here, if you see, variable equals to 1, 2, 3. But if you mention it, this is a variable where we are storing the 1, 2, 3 value into the variable. So this is the way we are actually, it is a simple containers in a computer memory to store the information what we want. So it can be assigned any particular value. It is actually a string where it will be assigned to a particular value. The value can be a number, a name of a file, a text, or any form of data. So these are all variables where it will be used as a containers in the computer memory to store the information what we want. So you can assign these values like variable equals to Ashok, you can give it, variable equals to something, you can give it as a digit, variable equals to, you can give it as a name of some file, anything can be defined to that variable. So that way it will store this information and it will store in the variable. This is called variable declaration. And in Linux, we will have to be pretty sure when we are declaring it, it should not have any spaces. Because if you are using variable equals to 1 2 3, there should not be any space in between. In Java we can use the space, that works out, but here we should not give the space at all. It should be this variable equals to 1 2 3, variable equals to Ashok, variable equals to myfile.sh, something that should not have any space. If it is space, it will not consider it as a variable at all. So this is the basic example. It has been mentioned the same thing here also. Variable equals to 1 2 3. So these are all variables. Definition of variable declaration. So it's the same thing here also. As per the screenshot, in the first command, a space was added between variable and equals to and its value, but it was deemed as wrong by the system. In the second option, it is accepted and treated as a variable. This is called variable declaration. Variable declaration.
Okay, Ashok. Very good.
Okay, and when you are there was one thing I want to underscore. Yeah, here. The variable name must be declared while declaring a variable, which can only contain an underscore, a number, and alphabet. When you are declaring the variable var underscore something, you can take it as consideration. var2, you can take it. You will not be using any other special characters. You will be considering that variable underscore something name equals to that value. Okay, variable 23 equals to something. Okay, that's fine, but it should not be variable at the rate 24. No, it will not take it. The declarations, when you are declaring a variable, it should only contain underscore or maybe a number and letters, but it should not have any special characters. This is the main point, because this is the way it will be understanding the system. Okay.
Okay.
Ashok, please show that the thing which you told right now. Can you please show that with an example, like
Yeah, I will
variable?
show you. I will show you. I will show you. I will show you. I will give you the examples. So after that declaration, there is initialization, where if you are after declaring, if you want to set the value that to that same variable, it is called variable initialization. So it will be like this. Initializing variable in shell script is done as follows: variable name equals to value to be stored. So suppose just a minute. So okay, this echo, this is a file, right? We just insert something, enter where equals to 1 2 3 echo. To print any value, you have to mention dollar variable. Okay, because if you want to have that value to be printed, that's it. You have to give echo dollar variable. And I'm just printed again a equals to 10, b equals to 20, echo dollar a, echo dollar b. Okay, now escape, bash file dot sh. See, to give you a clear cut picture, I'm printing it. So it has not contained the variable value. You are seeing it here. And I have given a equals to 10, b equals to 10. It has printed here. You got the difference?
Yes, Ashok.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so echo we have used a lot, so you will be able to understand. As I mentioned, it is used to access the value of the variable, to print the arguments. And anything if you want to print means if you want to have that value to be used again, you have to use the dollar sign, as we have used it here, like this. If you want to use this value, you want to print this value, a value, then we can use dollar before in front of it. It will takes that value of that value.
Ashok,
Yes.
like whatever you have used here, var is equals to 1, 2, 3. That is
Yes.
declaration. And A is
Yes.
equals to 10, B is equal to, that is initialization.
Yes, because we are actually keeping the value somewhere. Means see
Okay.
here I can provide something, and after that I can change this variable to some other value also. That is initialization. Means I'm declaring it first. I'm considering this one is actually a variable, so I want to assign some value to it. Declaration means it will be a name, it will be something, and after some point I'm going to initialize, means I'm going to use it someplace. So that way it will be initializing it the value, taking consideration. Just means if you have still have doubts, just do one thing: variable declaration and initialization. Just do this. For you, I don't think the topper character will be the good thing here. Tutorials point of view. See, this is a kind of a different type. Means in Java they are using. So these are all called declarations. Means something the type int, float, double. These are all called declarations. And if you are considering c value something, means int a b, I'm giving a equals to 10, so a equals to 10 is called initialization, and int is called the data type which we are using, so that is called as declaration. So we are mentioning int a comma b. So suppose here if you see int width height equals to 20, so here he has declared and automatically he has initialized here itself. But here when he is seeing the width value, he has declared here, but he is initializing the value here. The same way, float base area, he is declaring it here and he is initializing it here. So the data types value where we are using the declarations and initialization. If you want, go further and you can read these topics, because it's just a basic when you start working in programming.
I got Ashok, I got this.
So here you can initialize a script and everything as a string value, whatever you want to do it. So this is the one where we. Is it okay if I extend 10 more minutes, because I want to
Yes,
complete
Ashok.
one more thing. Okay, you got it right now up to right. Come on, guys. Yes or no?
Yes, Ashok.
Okay. Okay. Now I have some questions for you. Which are the following are valid variable names?
Valid variable names.
See, consider the
My
question. More than one option can be correct.
okay. First and third, Ashok. My
Okay.
files two.
Okay. What about the others? It's a correct answer. My file too. You can use number or letter anything. You can't use any other special character. The underscore can be used. 1 and 3 is the correct answer. So, which of the following values cannot be assigned to a variable?
Following values cannot be assigned.
Second and third, Ashok.
No, only one wrong answer.
Uh,
Is it third one, Ashok?
One.
Yes, because is a string which assign a particular value, but when you are assigning a particular value means if you are using a string value, you have to use the inverted commas. And if you are declaring it as a digit 1 2 3 4 5, that's fine, but if you are not declaring it, doesn't consider this as a string at all. So the same thing has been explained here. So which of the following is a correct way of initializing the variable?
Third one, Ashok. Var 1 2 3 4 5.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, which of the following commands is used to access the value of a variable?
Echo, third.
Echo third.
Third one.
Small letters. Small echo.
That's right. So
Am I audible?
yes, you are audible now.
Okay. There's some network issue here.
Okay, that's fine. Suppose now if you are using user input, so whatever we have done echo, 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 echo. But suppose if you want to read that value, user input, you want to give from your side. Suppose in the file.sh, I want to give echo name of the course. Read course name. Read the course name should not be right like that. Okay, I'm just reading the course name. Escape shift colon. Now I'm executing this file.
Bash file.sh.
Oh, that's good. Okay, now name of the course. Now it is using user input. You want to enter the name, what you want to enter. So what you want to enter? See, user input. It is taking the user input. When you use the read, it takes the user input. It will ask you to enter, means if you want to enter some values. Suppose right now, okay, let me use Vim file only. Name of the course. Okay, now read A, read B, echo $A, echo $B, sum equals to $A plus $B, echo $sum. Okay, now you tell me what it will come out. Now I'm executing it. Just a minute. Let me one more thing. Oh, that's fine. Okay, now it is asking about the A value. What should be the A value? 10. And it will asking B value. Oh, sorry, my bad. It's printing the sum value. If we have entered a value as 20, b value as 30, it is printing the a and b and
Result sum.
yeah.
Ashok,
Yes.
why is it not printing some dollar A and dollar B?
As printed, right?
No, echo sum is printing, like calculating the thing.
We have not printed the echo value, right? Because we are not keeping the echo at all there. If you are printing echo, then only it will show you outside, right? If it is not printed the echo, it will not. That's the reason we have given echo dollar sum here to get this value from directly here, the value of this sum.
But
You
here
got it?
there will be a dollar symbol. Is there no sum equal to dollar?
Yes, but that it is calculating the value. See, why we are using echo? To print the value, right? To access the value of the variable, right?
Yes.
So if there is no echo, why would it will print this value in between the lines? So this is the reason we are using it here. Have you guys understood that or not? If you say
Done,
no,
done,
also
Ashok.
I'll explain you.
Got it, Ashok.
Because we are using echo here,
Got
that's
it,
the
Ashok.
reason it's printing the values. If we are not using echo, why would it print this value? This is the reason we are printing the value here. Dollar sum. I want this value of the sum of the value of this one here. Dollar means whatever the value of this one, it will be printing. We are using it.
Yes, got it, Ashok. Just like here, we didn't use in front of the sum. We didn't use echo, no.
Yes, 30. Sorry. And I'm gonna use minus 10. See, the read will be printing it here. See, if you see, we are using 30. A, B minus 10. The value of A is 30. The value of B is minus 10. The value of sum is 20. It's the same thing. I missed the A and E is sorry. This is the read user input. So let's try this one. We have to calculate Celsius to Fahrenheit. So this is the command how we want to use. So read the script. I'm gonna reading it to you. Suppose there is a temperature from the user in Celsius and we want to convert it into Fahrenheit and we want to display it to the user. This is the formula where the C is the temperature in Celsius and F is the temperature in Fahrenheit. So in input format will be the temperature in Celsius, means the C value will be provided by us, means we are giving input 25, the output should come as 77. So how we are going to execute this in the shell script? So you guys gonna tell me how I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do that. Okay, tell me. So I'm gonna use Vim or Nano. What do you want me to do?
Anything, Ashok.
Nano.
Okay, Nano. Okay, temp.sh. Okay, tell me what should be the first one. Means we want to, as you see the read. So this is the value. So how we are going to do that?
Okay.
So this formula we have to use and we have to print the value.
Okay.
So first for that we have to read the C value. So how we are going to do that?
Enter C value, echo.
Okay.
Enter the value of C.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Closing double quotes. The formula.
Okay. If you enter the value of C.
Read.
Read. Okay.
Okay.
Read C, and the next line, the formula F is equal to that formula.
Okay.
F is equals to 9C by 20. 95 plus 32.
Here we have to be very careful
Dollar symbol.
when we are doing it. Okay.
Divided 5 plus 32. Open the bracket, Ashok, here also. It is.
Yeah, I'll do it.
No, Ashok. 5. Open the bracket. 5 plus 32. Not there. Divided by
9C by 5, right?
First, which is the highest calculation?
it is 5 plus 32 or 5 9C by 5 or
This is the normal temperature value. 9C by 5 plus
5 plus
32.
32. Okay, so
Yeah.
then Ashok, correct.
Last only two.
For temperature.
Only two brackets, not three brackets.
9C into 5 plus 32.
Remove one bracket, Ashok. The last closing bracket.
9C into 5 will be one bracket, but plus 32. If you remove another bracket, it will not consider that one.
One more bracket. Yeah, that is right.
Let's see. 9 into $C plus 35 into 32. Okay.
one more bracket needs to come. I think so, Ashok. Entire one, closing one.
Yes. Okay. Echo. The value of F is.
Not there.
The temperature in Celsius is.
Wow.
The temperature in foreign heat.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashok, that F equal to the formula is there, no? Closing brackets, I think 2 will come. Already we closed that 9 into $C one, that factor we closed now one bracket.
Yes. 9 into $C, because what are the value you are doing it? But see, when we are using 2 times, we are using it like that way. Okay, let's see. Means if it is call, we'll come back and we'll use it. Okay, Control O, Control Enter, Control X. Okay, now bash temp.sh.
SH.
So it will ask the value. So 25.
25.
So there is a syntax error. So means he is correct.
Not yet. Remove one more. Yeah, now it's correct.
Okay, now
Control O, enter. And to exit, Control X.
Okay, I am doing again 25.
You will get same error, I think.
Just wait a minute. Let me see. Unexpected token 9 into C dollar 5 plus 5. So it's not considering this one. F into 9C by plus 25. So just a minute, guys.
Formula is correct, Ashok. That closing bracket, I think only one bracket enough, I think. You have used two brackets now for closing.
Yeah, I just use it just to make sure one thing. F is equals to 9 into $C. $C is the value which we are using. Bar 5 divided by 5. Just a minute, plus 32. Sometimes I actually use this once to just make sure. Into time bar 5 plus 32. So it's the correct one only. Why it is not taking?
Oh, Ashok, here, did you find the difference here that? Yeah.
Why it is not giving like this? Because
Not required, Ashok. That closing bracket is not required. Last, yeah, that cursor.
oh, then it will be
$C.
okay. 9 into for this one is this one. This one is this one. Okay. Okay. How it came? Actually, I used 3 columns here. That was the reason it got failed. Extra token. Yeah. See, this is the way when you are this simple mistake. For this, we have taken 5 minutes more waste time. So when we are writing the command scripts, we have to be pretty much sure where exactly we're doing the mistakes. So let me execute again. So what should be the value of again?
25.
25 we have done it. So they're asking me to be 32. 89. See, it's a simple script, but still just to make sure that one value I've missed, so it was not working perfectly. Okay, just a minute. I just want to, because this will be useful for you only. Again, I don't want to use this time. Okay. This one is done. This one is done. So arithmetic operations, I will explain it to you tomorrow because I don't want to push you more because it's today is already so many things you got. So tomorrow I'm going to discuss about the arithmetic operations and the logical operations, the file operators, and about the conditionals and everything. So once it is done, then I need to prepare the PPT also about the other operators. So I will do it, and maybe tomorrow, once the class is done about the what I have decided to enter it here. Just give me a minute. Okay, operators, conditional statements, loops, and functions. Okay, once this is done, the Linux scripting is done, and I will give you this PPT so that you can go further and start working on it, and try to complete yesterday's assignment by EOD. Try, please. I request you.
Definitely, Ashok.
Sure.
Don't miss it. And once you are done, make sure to stop and terminate the instance. Don't forget to do that because it will take your money only.
Yes, sure. Actually,
So
yesterday
you will be having
I
only
did
700
forget
hours.
to.
Sorry?
Actually, yesterday I forgot to stop the instance. It was running the entire night. Morning, I actually stopped it and terminated.
Oh,
I don't know what might come.
that's fine. First 6 months, it will be free only. So don't
Okay.
worry. First 6 months means if you are using more than 700 hours, so then you will be start getting billed. So, but still, because once the 700 hours is done, you will not have that much these things to be used.
Yeah.
So don't forget. See, being me also, I'm terminating the instance every time because this is my personal account, not my company's. So I can't because if I want to do any projects, anything for my personal use, I have to do it and I have to save it in my files only. Okay.
Yes, Ashok.
Don't please try to complete the assignment and
Like, how do we share it to you, Ashok?
yeah,
After
you
completing the assignment.
no, you take it means